Ooh, that's a nice fountain. Oh, servant. Oh, I wonder if there's anyone here. The royals are in the garden, not in the palace. I want to go to the palace. Oh, fine, I won't go into the palace. Kalyan, have you been long in the city? As long as you know to give the slums a wide berth, there are many fine things you see here. A walk might be in order after the treaty signed, yes. I'm sure there will be much to do, but perhaps it can be arranged. Oh, I don't walk. I haven't got legs for it. I don't think so. I'm primarily here for business. Perhaps it can be arranged. There won't be much to do. How much hard negotiating do you really expect? We have a few resources we can't use, and you've got food. We need to keep ourselves alive. All you have to do is go in there, throw it in their vases, and they'll give you whatever you want. Or go down in history as the royals that doomed us all. I doubt it'll be that straightforward, probably, but I expect a lot of overhead, you understand? I beg your pardon, but what exactly is this? Diplomatic. There's probably a lot of overhead. If you don't want to talk now, I understand. Just remember that you'll always have friends here in Bahimra. That's always good to know. Oh, is there things down here? So much exploring. Or can I not? Oh, I have to go this way. Doom 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 doom. Oh, Kanika. Warm greetings. My name is Kanika, and I am priestess and advisor of the royal family. I have been asked to offer you apologies for their lateness. Not at all. I understand. We will remain patient. You know, I would know the reason. Not at all. I understand. I have to admit, I'm a little more comfortable with face-to-face talks than formal political meetings. If you're finished with all your other business here, I'd like to talk to you about a few things before the treaty signing is underway. Then let's talk. I know there were angry mobs when you entered. There's a young priest in the temple district, a man named Ravneer, who brings bread to starved slum dwellers. Apparently, he's been claiming that Naga refugees in our slums are responsible for Bahimra's continued misfortunes, as though you caused the drought just for being here. He's lunatic and will bring him to heel. But he's not the root of the problems. You already don't like us, do you? I appreciate the effort. This is troubling, but our refugees and for the immigrants who will be arriving within the month. I gotta be bold. He's not the root of the problem. We don't like you yet. There's a lot of fear and prejudice to overcome. Most already have, because they stand to profit. I suppose the slums fear that not enough of the food will make its way to them, or perhaps they're just more superstitious. We're taking steps. We've hired a mercenary captain and his company to provide a permanent defense perimeter around the slums and prevent anyone from crossing over into the city proper, where I see the guards signaling. You can go start negotiations now, but you had information. Okay. My apologies to both of you for the wait. It's been a long week. I had assumed. Of course, give a small formal bow. Not at all, Great King. Give a grand bow. A small formal bow. Right, since we're already running late, we'll just have to skip the fun parts. No introduction, chatting, food tasting, any of the stuff that makes you want to get up in the morning and actually sign one of these things. Whatever suits you. With apologies, signing the treaty is exactly why I got up this morning. That is the best part, yes. Right you are. Now, where would you like to begin? I leave that much up to you. We are here to discuss the terms of the contract, so we'll settle that first. The contract can wait. Let's talk about the angry mob that greeted us. We had meant to talk to you about that unfortunate anti-Naga sentiment in some parts of the city. We really do not believe that constitutes a threat after all. The Naga refugees remaining in the slums have lived free of harm for months. I trust you have things under control. How are you addressing the situation? It is easy for you to say that it's not a threat. I remain unconvinced. I trust that you have things under control. We aren't sure exactly what the roots of the discontent are. Ignorance, I suppose? Unjustified fear of Naga, but we know that the mob was to work of one priest, Ravneer. Perhaps Kanika has already told you about him. A lot of people listen to him. Why, we'll never know. Vijay has been speaking with him personally. And what has he learned? Does Ravneer have grievances we can address? You don't need to talk to him. Why not deal with him more directly? Does he have grievances we can address? Ravneer is unusual. He claims that Banka Mundi, who his temple serves, has sent him a vision of how to end the drought and bring prosperity to the slums. It involves many things, but the key point is that we should shun your empire. He was not responsive to most of my attempts at negotiation. What was he responsive to? I see, so the problem needing a solution. Perhaps we should meet with him. So he's a problem needing a solution. We are open to suggestions. What did you have in mind? Sounds like exile's called for. I would put him to death for inciting an angry mob and threatening that peace. Can his followers be turned against him, perhaps? See, if we exile him, that might... because you don't want to have the martyrdom complex. So that would definitely not want to put him to death. Maybe exile. Perhaps that would have been prudent months ago, but he has followers now. When you remove a voice like his, it echoes only grows louder. No exile will not do. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. He becomes the martyr. I rather think it might. I understand your concern, but allowing him to speak out is no better. Then we shall wait out a return to prosperity. I understand your concern, but allowing him to speak out is no better. Believe me, I understand your concerns. Direct action really could have made a difference not too long ago. As of now, denouncing the man that severely inconveniencing him are all we really can do. I suppose his sun will set when prosperity rises. Then do that. We require that you take this matter very seriously. Frankly, that is not good enough. Direct action is required. We require that you take matters very seriously. We do. That much I can promise. I suppose there's one more thing, then, isn't there? Vijay, this was your idea. Do you want to explain it? You may have already heard that much of our profits from the trade exchange will go towards retaining the services of a mercenary company. They'll provide a barrier between the city prosper and the slums. With luck, they'll eventually be able to keep peace in the slums. I wouldn't trust mercenaries with such a crucial task. I understand your reservations, particularly because of how this decision affects you. We will need to clear out areas of the slums to provide housing for them, and as well as some of our own city dwellers. Obviously, this means that the mercenaries are in your interest as well as ours. It is long past time a representative of the Naga Empire met with your refugees in the slums. Currently, this is not possible. Therefore, I promise that once our mercenaries arrive, you, my wife, and myself venture out into the slums under personal guard of these men. Naturally, you are at liberty to refuse. No, not at all. I relish the opportunity. If you will go with me, then I see no reason to fear. This sounds unwise. Perhaps refugees could be brought here. Yeah. If they all fear us, specifically the ones in the slums, I don't feel safe. It is important not only to meet with them, but to see their circumstance for yourself. If we are to maintain our honest relationship, this part seems crucial. I applaud your dedication and mutual trust. I will go. I'm afraid a return visit may not be possible. I will appoint another to go in my stead. No, I outright refuse. Understandable. Well, I suppose that our business for today is concluded. If we will give us a moment to confer with our scribes, we will draw up the final documents. Pleasure to do business. We never really talked about business. I don't understand. I'm sorry, but the king and queen are discussing important matters. You should return to your apprentice and enjoy a banquet. Okay. I want to talk to the Kanika again.